Hey y'all, thank you for tuning in. This channel isn't for everyone. I'm Christian, I'm black, I have vitiligo, I'm a business owner, I'm a content creator, I'm in my 20s, I'm a normal person. I have a bunch of different hats. I cannot conform to just one type of content. But if any of this is relatable, feel free to stick around. Welcome to the Evelyn Chanel's world. There's room for you. Come on in. I left a seat for you. That's right. Go ahead and get cozy. Take your time. Take your time. You ready? Okay. So, as you can tell by the title, this is a new series. Period. Yes, it's not just any type of series. It is a IBS, Independent Bible Study Series. So before I get into it, go ahead, stop what you're doing right now, like, share. If you're not a part of the Nilly Tribe, then I need you to get there, because that's the vibe, period. Okay, Nilly Tribe, that's vibe. So like I said, this is a new series by the name of, we're going to call it IBS for short, but IBS stands for Independent Bible Study. Right, and so with Independent Bible Study, what I'll be doing is breaking down the Bible in layman's terms, and we're just going to explore and study it together to see what God has to say. Right, and I don't want you to think it's supposed to be anything that's complicated. It's not going to be complicated. When I say breaking it down, we're going to break it down to its plainest terms so that you can understand it. It's nothing confusing. So no, it's straight from the Bible, straight from credible sources. I'm prepping for y'all, okay? I'm doing the heavy lifting. All you got to do is come and be present. Now, what I will say is, in order for you to get the full experience, if you guys have a Snapchat, please follow me on Snapchat now and go ahead and message me on Snapchat and say, I need to be added to your IBS story. With IBS, the story on my Snapchat, I'll pretty much be giving you guys a gist of what we're going to talk about the week before the video comes out. So if you're already a part of my IBS story and this is why you are here, this series is for you. Seriously. So yes, like I said, plain and simple. What is going to be important are the vocabulary words. And with the vocabulary words, I know y'all like, Chanel, I'm out of school. I ain't trying to, I don't want no vocabulary. I understand. Trust me, I get it. But we want a deeper relationship with God. We want to understand His Word, and to do so, we're going to have to do a little, just a vocabulary search. So I'm going to be giving you guys, like I said, what we're talking about before we actually talk about it, and I'm going to give you guys those vocabulary words. It is vital, okay? Listen to me. It is vital that you go ahead and you start doing those vocabulary words. Yes, we will discuss them, but if you really are looking to develop a relationship with God for yourself, studying His Word, and just showing yourself approved, period, I'm gonna need y'all to do a little bit of work, just a little taste, okay? Just a little bit, just a little. I'm gonna need you to do that for me, okay? For yourself, okay? I need you to do it. You got to do it. If you really here, now if you just here to see what I got to say, then okay, you don't have to do vocabulary words. But if you actually are here to build a relationship, to study the Bible and understand what is going on, then I need you guys to get those vocabulary words. If you do not have a Snapchat, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, okay? I'm going to let you have it. And with IBS, I'll post the vocabulary words on a certain day, just in case you have a Snapchat and you don't get on there regularly. I understand it. So they'll be posted on the same day every week, so you won't be surprised, you won't be startled or anything like that. It'll be the same day every week. Now that I've given you that rundown, I'm going to give you a little bit more of what IBS will consist of. If you are, of the Christian belief, You know that sometimes the sun comes out, okay? That's fine. Sometimes it gets a little confusing, you know. Sometimes they use big words, a lot of times they use the King James Version, and a lot of times people misinterpret what the Bible is saying altogether. And I understand how frustrating that can be. I understand how confusing that can be. But here, what you can expect is us going through the Word, verbatim, what God is saying. And I'm even going to, like I said, I'm doing the research for you guys. I'm even going to break down, as far as vocabulary words, you know, Greek and Hebrew meanings, root words and Latin words and stuff like that, so that we know exactly what the Bible was saying, and not so much so what you may have been told. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing, guys. Being a Christian, and what I need you guys to understand is you have to do the work for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You have to do the work for yourself. If all you're doing is going to church every Sunday and that's the only type of lesson that you're getting, then you don't know the word for yourself. You don't know the word for yourself. And if we are being honest, I hate to say this, even though we're supposed to be Christians, all pastors are not good pastors. All teachers are not good teachers. All people that are preaching the gospel aren't all good. You know what I'm saying? If the only thing that you know is based off of what other people tell you, then you can be very misled. But with this series, I'm literally breaking it down in front of you guys. We are going to take it and dissect it together. Proof, sources, and all of that, so that you guys can see. And I hope that this way, you know what I'm saying, it's easier for you guys to take a dive into the Bible and studying God's word for yourself. I hope that, you know, this is something that you can use. You know, I hope it is a tool that you guys will be able to use. That honestly, it has literally nothing to do with me and everything to do with you guys learning. Because as you guys are learning, understand that I am learning before. I'm just learning a little bit before you, okay? I don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? I haven't read the whole entire Bible, if I'm being honest, but I feel like this is a good way to dissect it. Okay, Jesus. Can y'all see me? I need you to focus on me. Can you see me? Because I can't see y'all. But yes, we're going to dissect it together is my whole point. We're doing this together. I'm doing this in front of you guys so that you guys can see. Like I said, I'm giving you sources. I'm not just misleading, teaching you guys something because that's the way I want to teach you. No, we're diving into this thing together. So yes, what you can expect from IBS is I'll open with a prayer because it's just who I am. And I need you guys to understand this as well while we're talking about it. You do not have to be perfect when you're talking to God, okay? You do not have to be high and mighty. You know what I'm saying? The whole purpose of it is God wants a relationship with you. He wants to know, you know what I'm saying? He wants you to know him. You know what I'm saying? He wants you to talk to him how you, not necessarily in a disrespectful way, but to be yourself with him. So with that being said, I would not be a good steward if I wasn't showing you guys an example of that. So I will be praying, yes, but it's still gonna be chill, laid back, like I'm sitting here talking to y'all. No big words, and if I'm using big words, best believe I'm gonna break them down for you. So yeah, it's just gonna be chill, laid back, where you can understand. Nothing too weird. And we're literally going to break down the Bible from cover to cover. Are we gonna necessarily go in order? No. Why? Because I use a wheel when I'm doing my IBS. So I just spin my wheel and it picks the lesson. What I do is I pick a lesson by pick a lesson by my wheel. I spin my wheel chooses a book chapter by chapter. We're starting with the intro, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, on and on and on until we're finished with that book. Once we're finished with that book, then we're done with that book. But we got a long way to go, okay? We got a long way to go. And I'm just excited to share this with you guys. Like I said, I'll be opening with the prayer, and I'll be ending with the prayer as well, because we want to make sure, one, it is in alignment and that we are all on one accord. My main purpose, my main goal for this series is to just study the Bible for what it is and what it says. Like I said, I won't be misinterpreting. I won't be necessarily even giving you guys lessons. We'll just be literally reading the Bible for what it says and understanding it the best way possible. If God gives me things that I need to say during that time, or if He gives me examples, revelations to better help you understand what is going on, then I will share that. As far as, like I said, lessons, preaching, teachings, or anything like that, no. We doing a little bit of schooling, but I'm not giving you guys a message, is what I want you to understand. Now, with the intros are a little bit different, because the intros give a little bit of insight about what each book is going to be about. So I may pull things from each intro that stand out to me, and I'll probably even tell you guys how it applies personally to my life. Other than that, we just breaking it down piece by piece. I'll make sure there's nothing else that I forgot to tell you guys. I should have had my little notebook. I don't have my little notebook. I'm trying to be seen, first of all. Seen is what I'm trying to be. I'm just excited to share with you guys what the word really says, not what we were necessarily taught, not the things that we see out in the world that try to contradict the things that we know to be true. As younger Christians, me giving you the push that you may need to go ahead and start studying for yourself, so that you know these things for yourself and no one can mislead you or misguide you, and just being able to stand on your 2 feet when it comes to being a follower of Christ. So, yeah, IBS is strictly the Bible, so it doesn't come with any type of denominational influence. We'll literally be using, for the most part, with it, what it'll consist of is, like I said, I'll open with a prayer and I'll end with a prayer. I'll start with, of course, the book that we are talking about, the number of the book, and the writer of the book. And then I'll go into vocabulary words. So these are words that stood out to me, specifically for the intro. These are words that stuck out to me while I was reading the intro of each book, and God pretty much, laid it on my heart for them to be important to me, so for me to pull those. With these vocabulary words, they aren't necessarily words that you may not know the definition to, or understanding what they are. They are simply, one, a refreshment, reminder, and so that we are looking at each book with a fresh face, a fresh lens. And so it'll consist of words that may rotate throughout the book. It will consist of maybe leaders during that time. It may consist of the year that the book may have been written. It may consist of the writer of the book, or like maybe people that are related to the writer of the book. And it'll be words, you know what I'm saying, that really stick out to me, that help us put ourselves in the mindset, because we can't necessarily put ourselves there because we don't understand what's going on, but to make it as logical as possible, as clear as possible. I want to make sure that we can put ourselves in that time period, so that we can understand what was going on during that time and why things were going on during that time. So yes, I've been doing a lot of research. I still have to go through and actually add some things and correct some things as I'm speaking to you guys now, but I am excited about this, to make sure that we are able to, like I said, break these words down for what they mean, because a lot of the time, you guys may not know this, but the Bible, of course, was written back in those days, so the words don't necessarily translate. And this is just a tip overall when it comes to the English language as opposed to other languages. A lot of the words that translate to an English word may have more than one definition in their other language, but because they have more than one word and we only have one word that relates to it, then that is what that's how it translates. And so a lot of times, I said that to say, a lot of times with the words that we see in the Bible, yes, they are translated, but they're translated to best fit what was going on during that time. They don't necessarily always mean exactly what is being said. So in the sense, like I said, I am studying the Bible essentially with you guys and bearing it in this whole and truthfulness. So yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff, and it doesn't logically match up. And I'm not here to necessarily even debate those things, but I'm here to give you guys the truth in front of you guys, and we're dissecting it and looking at it together. Um, so yeah, that is what the point of IBS is. Like I said, I'm so excited about this. A little nervous because this is a side of me I haven't really shared with you guys before. This is something I haven't really done like that before at all, if I'm being honest. But I find comfort in knowing that it's simply just us digging into the Bible deeper together, and me pulling resources and me pulling, you know what I'm saying, stuff so that it makes sense and that we can apply it, because a lot of times we look at those words and be like, it's up here when God gave it to us right here for us to understand. And so I'm excited, I'm happy to dig into this with you guys. I can't say that enough. But yeah, so I hope you guys are excited about this journey. I hope you guys are ready for this journey. Even if you guys come to be doubtful, which I'm pretty sure some people will eventually come to be doubtful, and that's perfectly fine. But we, like I said, we are dissecting the Bible for what it is and exactly what it says. So yeah, I hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys are excited. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Share this video with people that you know that want to study the Bible more, that want to have a deeper relationship with God, that want to understand what is going on so that they can apply it to their lives. Share this with them. Share this with your friends so that y'all can start studying and learning together. It's nothing like having an accountability partner. And I am granting you guys and asking you guys for the agreement to be my accountability partners as we go through this together. I can't wait. I'm excited, and I hope that we can have great conversations, or insightful, I'll say that, insightful conversations in the comment sections after these videos. So that's all I got for you guys, and I can't wait to see you on the first actual IBS study session.